I'm gonna take a very quick wafer break real quick. So I have food in my stomach as I continue to drink this alcohol that I'm not even done with. Like, you hear that? That's like a fourth of a can that's still left. Granted, it's a tall can, not a normal can of alcohol. But still. I really like vanilla wafers. They taste amazing. Okay, let's get the show on the road. Well, oh wait, no, I could skip this. I could have been eating and skipping all this. Oh well. No one's really good at multitasking, even if they say that they are.
Oh no.
Yes.
Alright, this is when she's like, yo, this is why everything is awful. My friends suck.
We got that.
She was like crushing on this guy. Then it turns out her BFF was actually already secretly dating the guy. And it's awful. Haskell sucks.
I love you too, Dad.
Makes me think back to that song, like, high school never ends. Oh, 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 oh. It's a fun, silly little song, but when you really think about it, you're like, that is so true. High school never truly ends.
Welcome.
Granted,
You got dads.
you don't suffer as much when... What? Nathan, listen. This is you from the past. What? Whoa! How'd this happen? I figure you're trying to reply to this because I know myself, but this is an automated message from you earlier this morning when it was socially unacceptable to go out and buy ice cream. I forgot I did that. I forgot how I did that as well. The future is amazing. Listen, life is short and ice cream should always be acceptable, but unfortunately this isn't the society we live in. And it's less the society we live in and more me projecting my own anxiety about being judged onto others. But you know what I mean. By the time you're reading this, it is a certain time of day in which nobody will bat an eye at you for going out and buying ice cream. You know what to do. Be good, me. I'm going to go ahead and not do that buying that ice cream scene because I've done that scene before. Excuse me, stream. Alright, sorry about that, chat. I forgot I had money in my jeans, and I meant to take it out. But by the time I went to go check, my pants were already in the laundry, and it was too late to do anything. So my mom was just like, here's your laundered money. Thank you. What was I doing? Oh yeah, preparing for that third and final date with Craigie Poo. Ah, bro. Let's go. Save and continue. I know what I'm getting myself into. This is a commitment now. Commitment time. And also gonna take a quick wafer break. Also, I'm really tipsy by this point, which means I either did not eat enough or I drink my alcohol way too fast. Or I'm just a lightweight and it doesn't matter and I just get tipsy really fast. I don't know the answer to that. Maybe you all know, but I don't. Anyway, let's continue with this third and final date with our Craig. I'm excited. Dizzy, but excited. It took some time for our schedules to line up, but I was finally able to find a weekend where Craig and I could go camping. He always stays so busy with work and the kids, but it's good to know that we'll just be able to spend some time relaxing together in nature. Since our first run, I've managed to go on regular runs with Craig. I mostly do that because it seems like the only time we get to hang out, but the added benefit is that I've seen a lot of improvement in my health. I was able to sift through the attic? Is it supposed to be like shift through the attic? Or is sift also a legit word? I'm gonna Google this real quick, because English major me needs to know. Sift. Definition. Put a fine, loose, or powdery substance through a sieve. What? No. Examine something thoroughly so as to isolate that which is most important or useful. Oh. Oh, like an archaeological sift. Oh, gotcha, game. Gotcha. Sift through the attic and find my old camping gear from college. Craig put me in charge of bringing the sleeping bags and the tent while he takes care of the food, so I double-checked to make sure everything is ready to go. Craig should be here any minute now. Amanda's going to be spending this weekend on a school trip to our nation's capital. She hasn't been away from home without me for longer than a day since she was 14. I hope she's feeling as nervous about it as I am. Hey, Amanda Panda. Amanda's in the middle of sitting on top of her luggage in order to get it to finally zip. Hey, Pops. Ready for your trip? Once I get this bad boy all zipped up, I'm good to go. How much did you pack? That seems like a lot for 2 days. Oh, it's all of my camera equipment. Lenses, tripod, flash, all that. Are you even gonna have time to take pictures? Oh, there's always time for pictures. Don't underestimate that. My aunt is super obsessed with taking pictures when she travels. So, trust me, I know from personal experience, there is always time for pictures. Whether you like it or not. Are you even gonna, yeah. I'll find a way. I need to get some good shots for my series on national monuments. Ooh, what's the series about? It's one of those internet series where I reimagine Disney princesses as founding fathers. I wish this was real so I could see it. Amanda, I love you. What? I'm kidding. Ah! Dang it, she tricked me. This is what I get for drinking alcohol. She easily tricks me. How dare you? How dare you? Okay, now that I actually legit think about it, that'd probably be really awful to actually imagine Disney princesses as founding fathers. But what isn't awful is imagining them in proper period attire. Now, those are fun to see. I'm kidding. Nobody likes those. I'm taking portraits of my friends. Oh, well, I'm going to be in the woods. Out there in nature. You know, roughing it. Just me and Mother Nature. The old Madre de trees. Are you going to be all right on your own? I'm not going to have any signal out there. I won't be able to text or call you at all. Oh, it's all right. I'll be able to survive a couple of days without constant updates on who just got voted off of International Haunted House Hunters. Well, I'll miss you. And for the record, Bradley's was pushed down a flight of ornate stairs by a ghost. They were really beautiful stairs. Amanda finishes zipping up the big suitcase and lugs it next to the door of her bedroom. She turns around and gives me a big hug. Relax, Dad Tron. I'm a big kid now. I could take care of myself. Besides, I gotta share a room with Monica Sanders and 2 mom chaperones. The most trouble I could possibly get into is falling asleep with a tub of ice cream on me. Oh, well, alright. Don't steal anything, okay? Since you asked nicely. Fine. Promise. Amanda, you better not be the stealing type. I already have to deal with a stealing cat recently in Dandelion, and... Oof. I step outside, holding my bags behind me. Craig's already strapped some camping gear on top of my modest but stylish car. He notices me carrying my equipment and hurries over to take it from me. Ha! Don't you dare! Such a gentleman. I love how different these options are. Alright, date 3. Such a gentleman is the correct answer. I almost had a case of the vapors there. Oh. Never fear. These muscles were made for picking up heavy things and putting them in other places. Oh, Craigie poo. Remember, it's your weekend to relax. Take it easy. I guess I can't argue with that. It's kind of nice to see him not have River strapped to his body. It's just Craig. Pure, simple Craig. Everything good with Amanda? Yep. On her way to a school trip to Washington, D.C., which is only about 30 minutes away from me, or so. Actually, I don't remember how long it takes to get down there. Or up there, I should say. It's not bad, though. What about your offspring? Already at Smashley's for the weekend. I'm ready to get my camp on. I load the rest of my stuff into Craig's car, and we get in. Oh, no! What's wrong? I think I left my juicer plugged in. We gotta go back. Are you worried that someone's gonna break into your house and cold press some carrots? No, it's just... Just try to relax, man. Let the juicer float away. Take all of your worries and blend them into pulpy good vibes. Oh, Nathan, you're hilarious. Which means I'm kind of funny in comparison. Craig takes a deep breath. Do we have anything to listen to? All I had at my place is a series of CDs that guide you through a thorough and intense calisthenic workout. Do you want to listen to those? I'm just kidding. Craig's... Excuse me. There was like a burp there, and then it just kind of bursted as I was talking. Craig hands me a thick case filled with CDs. Take your pick. I thumb through page after page of kids' sing-along CDs. Craig! Oh yeah, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Takes me back. Bro, don't even talk to me about kids' songs. I don't know that many songs. I gotta sing them every day to my kids just so they're entertained. And sometimes I just make up songs and I'm like, please, kids, don't notice that I'm horribly making the song up. And assistant teacher, don't judge me. Don't judge me. Keep going. I get to the end of the case to find, in the very last slot, a blank CD with Craig's handwriting on it. DJ Keg Stand's Mega Mix Volume 1? Made it just for the trip. I think you'll like it. I pop the CD into the car stereo, and it's like I'm immediately transported to our old dorm room. Hit after hit plays, and soon enough, we're both happily screaming, singing the lyrics to each song as we fly down the highway. That's adorable. This song was Carl's favorite. Carl, the third roommate! You brought that dog home one night, and I couldn't pry you two apart. So we spent an entire semester fabricating a story about our foreign exchange student roommate who had a really bad cough that sounded exactly like a dog's bark. And then we had a room inspection. That RA was so suspicious of us, but could never prove anything. And Carl was just under a blanket. Bless that pup's courage under fire. Man, we did some dumb things back in college. The hours flew by as we belt out tunes in whatever non-existent key our voices register in. Soon enough, we're surrounded by lush trees and spectacular vistas of everything amazing that nature has to offer. It feels good to be back out here. Real good. We park our car at the entrance to a familiar trail and load up our gear on our backs. I'm thankful that I've been working on my health over the past couple of weeks. Otherwise, I'd be dreading all the hiking that's about to happen. The sound suddenly got really loud. I don't know if that's just me, but it definitely picked up. It might just be the volume of noise rather than the actual volume. Did I just say volume twice? Like, the amount of sounds happening at the same time, not the loudness of the sounds. There we go. I think that explains myself. Or I think that explains what I was trying to say. I'm drinking alcohol, okay? Don't expect me to have super high IQ right now. Craig looks intently at his phone. Everything alright? You're kind of grating over there.
I don't know.
Yep. Just had to fire off one last work email. Craig pockets the phone and we start off on the trail. It's relatively easy, but I know I would have been huffing and puffing at this point if it weren't for all the murder sprints. I'll look around me and take in the tall trees and animal chirps. Everything okay back there? There's no reception out here. Oh yeah, being out in the middle of nowhere will do that. I recognize the look of anxiety on Craig's face.
I don't know.
But what if there's a problem? Bro, you need to chill. It looks like there won't be is the correct option for this one. It'll be fine. Come on, bud. Who's a relaxed boy?
Oh.
I don't know. Craig? I'm a relaxed boy. There you go. That's my dude. We keep marching down the trail, but it seems like Craig is still worried. After a bit, he stops in his tracks.
Oh.
Maybe we should go back. We could find another campground that gets good cell phone reception. Craig? Nah, you ain't doing this. Craig, seriously, what's wrong?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm just really nervous. My dad instinct is kicking in, and my mind keeps conjuring up all sorts of worst-case scenarios. What if something happens to the girls? I don't have a signal. I would have no way of knowing. Let me tell you, that feeling never goes away, no matter how old your kids are. You just gotta remind yourself that they're in good hands. Craig doesn't say anything. I give him a reassuring punch in the shoulder. Try to remember why we came out here. The plan was to get away from it all and just focus on ourselves for this little trip. No distractions, no cell phone service, just two dads relaxing out in the woods. Craig looks at me directly, not just directly in the eyes.
Oh.
No distractions, no cell phone service, just two dads relaxing out in the woods. We're gonna have some fun this weekend. Craig and I get back to marching. It's not too long of a hike before we get to the campsite, and we're both glad to see that we're the only people there. I can't believe you still have this tent. Found it in my attic and already checked it for holes. It's seen better days, sure, but I think we'll be able to survive. I dumped a bag of fabric and poles onto the ground. We outfold the tent in the desired spot. I hand Craig the stakes. We still know how to do this, right? Of course we do. We do not. Oh, that's a cute setup. Oh, I love it. It's this classic camping setup. After 20 minutes of struggling like people in a bad infomercial, we somehow managed to build an upright structure. Sorry, I'm imagining those bad infomercials where they're like, oh no, you open the cabinets and all of those plastic containers just fall out. Oh no, you did this simple thing and everything's horrible. Try this new tool instead. I kind of miss those, to be honest. Those were hilarious. And I didn't appreciate them as a kid. And now I just think they're hilarious. Anyway. We somehow managed to build an upright structure that closely resembles what a tent would look like if you asked somebody to draw a picture of one with their eyes shut. I want to put this up against a storm, but I think we'll be able to survive for the night. We set out a couple of... Alcohol, please. Let me read. We set out a couple of chairs and our cooking equipment, admiring our handiwork. Bro, look at us go. Look upon the kingdom we have built. Upon this rock we shall grill our meats and drink our brews, for we hold dominion over this land.
Oh.
Verily. And, look at our camping chairs, which we're going to sit on. So what's next on the camp extravaganza docket? Well, now that we have shelter settled, I think it's time for us to do some exploring. There's a waterfall a little bit up the way that I'm sure we could hike to. Let's get hiking. Craig and I venture into the woods. We amble along, taking our time to chat and admire the wildlife. Craig reaches out an arm and stops me. Dude, does that look like what I think it looks like? I look over at where he's pointing. Oh my gosh, it does. That tree looks like a butt. I can't get over how detailed it is. I examined the butt tree further. The contour is perfect. It even has back dimples. I thought we were gonna have a great time camping, but this makes it even better. Ha! Craig holds back a snicker. I aspired to have every hike be as good as this one. I'm snickering now too. Let us analyze this tree further. Craig and I share a huge belly laugh at our awful jokes. The best thing about this is that there's no daughters here to tell us our jokes are bad. We high five. Craig and I hit the trail again. It's been a long time since we've been out here, but everything seems more or less familiar. We point out old landmarks that we remember back from our college days. I think we're getting close now. Check it out. There's a clearing up ahead. As we get closer, I can hear water running. Please, sound effect change. Oh, thank goodness. I'm not gonna lie. I was starting to get a little annoyed by the looping, birds chirping and stuff. I get what they were going for, but the clip clearly wasn't long enough, and you could just hear it resetting every single time. It was getting a little too much. But I can appreciate this music a lot better. Cresting over a hill, Craig and I are greeted by a wide clearing surrounded by trees. In front of us is a beautiful waterfall spilling into a large body of water that runs into a river. Mouths agape with the genuine beauty of the place, we go to investigate. This is honestly really pretty. Whatever artists did this, you're amazing. The old waterfall.
Dude.
It's gorgeous. Nature is so rad. Peering further, we get an idea of how deep the pool is.
Oh.
Think we could jump off of it like the old days? Ha! This old dad is happy here on dry land. Looks like you could climb right up over there. We didn't even bring swimming trunks. What are you talking about? Craig immediately begins taking his clothes off. Oh, hello. I'm gonna drink before I get too thirsty. Hello. Ah! Look at Craig's butt. Don't look at Craig's butt. What's the option? Look at Craig's butt. I'm not gonna lie to myself. It's right there. I'm gonna look at it. I can't help but sneak a peek. That is a good butt. Craig turns around suddenly. He catches me looking. Oh no!
Oh.
I do a lot of glute workouts. I immediately turn away, blushing. Ah! Don't judge me for staring at your butt. You coming or what? Oh, I don't know about this dude. He's already making his way over to the waterfall by the time I finish my sentence. When he realizes I'm not right behind him, he turns around and rolls his eyes. We lived together for years, and I've seen your ass more times than I can count. It's no big deal. Huh, you got it, Chief. What's the answer? Let's put on a show. Who needs pants anyway? If the clothes are coming off, then it's someone's birthday. Ah! I get it. Craig gives me the wolf whistle. I turn and give him my booty a good spike. Oh, might as well live it up, right? That one's for you, big boy. I take my shirt off and drop it in a pile with Craig's clothes. I put the rest of my clothes on the ground, feeling exposed. Craig and I climb up to the top of the waterfall, making sure not to slip on any wet rocks. He reaches the peak before I do and offers me a hand getting up. At the top, we look over the cliff and into the tiny lake. It seems so much higher up from this perspective. Craig has always been a daredevil. He pulled some stunts in college and I'm honestly still shocked he survived. I was always the one standing on the sidelines, watching and hoping I wouldn't be bringing him home in a gurney. Man, this could be dangerous. Craig looks me in the eyes. Don't think, just jump. Craig cannonballs off of the waterfall and into the lake, creating a huge splash. I'm worried for a moment before he finally resurfaces from under the water. Woo! He treads water and looks up at me.
Oh.
You coming or what? Don't think, just jump. How are you supposed to just not think? I'm pretty sure that's not physically possible. It really isn't. It's legit impossible to not think. Even when you're like, not thinking, not thinking, not thinking, you're literally thinking of not thinking. My toes grip the edge of the rock. The water looks so far away. Don't think, just... I run off the edge, trying to do my best cannonball. Somewhere in the middle, it turns into a really graceful belly flop. Oh, Nathan, oh no! Rest in pieces! I hit the water with a loud slap. Oh. I resurface to find Craig giggling.
Oh.
Don't laugh at my misery. I rate that belly flop a solid 8 out of 10. Your form was lacking, but your heart was in the right place. I playfully splash water at Craig. Shouldn't you be in, like, miserable pain right now? Are you sure about that? I splash him again. Did I stutter when I splashed you? I didn't think so.